mental health. Have you ever thought about athletes and their mental health? Most of us don't. We just look at them as celebrities who live this lavish lifestyle, make millions of dollars. But have we ever thought what it takes to become an athlete and why 35% of the people who are professional athletes suffer from mental health issues? Issues ranging from anxiety, depression, panic attacks. That's the majority. You do have others who have things like ADHD and bipolar disorder, but we're going to focus on the mental health around anxiety, depression, and panic attacks and why that might be so high. One third of professional athletes. That's very, very high for one group. And that all comes from things like the next man up mentality. You know that somebody is trying to get your job. For us, we go, we apply to a job, we get the job. Pretty much we're there until we decide we want to leave, or if there's downsizing, something goes wrong. But it's not, every year we got to worry about whether we're going to get our contract, whether we're going to get traded, whether our family's going to have to move, and what's going to happen. We only look at the positive things that athletes have to go through, but we don't think about the negative. We don't think about, the pressure to win a game, or, you're in that final Super Bowl, or you're in a championship game. You're during a soccer game, those penalty shots, or, a hockey game. What kind of pressure does those athletes have to deal with? They miss that shot. You take that kick, doesn't go in. There's a goalie who misses saving that ball or puck. You throw that basketball in and it doesn't drop in the net, and you and your team have just lost a championship. What would that feel like? I can only imagine how stressful that would be, and balancing that with your mental health, your physical health. People see an injured player and they've got a swollen knee, and this guy needs to take a break. But how about the athlete who is so stressed out because of the pressures we place on them, the teams place on them, their families place on them? What it's like, nobody can see those stresses. And most of them, especially when we're talking about men's sports, don't want to speak up. It's very refreshing to see people like DeMar DeRozan, Kevin Love, stand up and say, hey, Michael Phelps, say things, that let us know that they are human and they struggle. Mental health doesn't seem to, decide, oh, you're a woman, so you're going to have it, or you're a man, you're going to have equal opportunity, unfortunately. And it doesn't matter the sport. Like I said, Michael Phelps swimming, DeMar DeRozan, Kevin Love basketball. You have Naomi Osaka, Serena Williams in tennis. So it doesn't matter the sport. It doesn't matter the sex. It doesn't matter the age. Because even after you're finished playing, you're worried. Do I have enough money? Have I made the right choices and investments? Because I have to make this money stretch. The average athlete only lasts 3 to 5 years in their career. So if they haven't invested properly, if they haven't saved their money, what do you do now? A lot of athletes go broke because they're used to living this lavish lifestyle while they're playing. And then afterwards, they don't have any money. They've used it all. And they're not having the same type of income come in. You know, a lot of athletes come from humble beginnings. That's what drives them and makes them work hard to try and get a better life for themselves and their family. That's stressful. We all want to succeed in life. But when your family is waiting for you to make it in the NBA, the NFL, in a soccer league, in the NHL, to help them come out of that hardship that they face, that is a lot of pressure. How many of you would be able to handle that pressure? Not just to bring yourself up and your, wife or girlfriend and your children, but your mom, your dad, maybe your brothers and sisters, maybe some friends even. We all look at, ourselves and think, we're all right, we're strong, we can get through this, we got the Mamba mentality, we'll work through things. Athletes do the same. They try. But again, they're only human. We have to stop looking at athletes like they're superheroes, because they're not. They're everyday people who have extraordinary jobs. And I think if we start to realize that they have stresses that we don't understand, we've never been through, we never will go through, and just appreciate the greatness, the effort that they put forward, I think everybody would be in a better place. If anybody is struggling with mental health issues, please seek medical health supports. Get a psychiatrist, find a social worker, go to a hospital. There's, for children, there's kids helplines, there's adult helplines. Get support. Don't sit and not get support that you need. Doesn't matter. I know for men it's very difficult to find supports, not find supports, but actually reach out to get supports. And I think we have to make it okay for men to say, I'm not doing okay today. It's okay not to be okay. You know, you don't want to live in that space, but you want to let them know that we understand, we support them, and help them find the guidance they need to get out of that rut, or deal with the anxiety that they're dealing with. You know, unfortunately, mental health seems to be on the rise, and that's, I think, the stresses of today's society. Or maybe it's just because it's talked about more. Don't know. But again, let's give our athletes a break. Let's understand that they live stressful lives. Yes, they have lots of money. Yes, they can buy things that we can't buy. Yes, they can have some lifestyle things, but it doesn't last forever unless you're a LeBron James, a Michael Jordan, a Michael Phelps who, makes millions and millions of dollars. The average professional athlete does well, but is it enough to last the rest of their lifetime? Again, we just want to make sure we're being supportive of each other. Just something to think about. If you please would subscribe to the channel, I'd love to build the channel up. Press the like. Don't forget to press the like. That helps feed the algorithms. Put a comment in. Have you ever dealt with mental health issues, or do you know somebody who does, or do you have an opinion on what I've just talked about? If you do, put a comment in the comment section, and we'll see you soon.